Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We are here today to discuss what the title says. We have a lot of things to go over and discuss, but before we get into all of that, let's go ahead and start with this. Right, all right, all right. Y'all already know what that is. Y'all already know what that is. Thank you all. Or if you are a returning subscriber, thank you for returning. If you're a subscriber, thank you for subscribing. So today we have a exclusive child. We have an exclusive on the people. They are really trying it. They are really, really trying it. Let me see if this isn't coming up. I was trying to pull something up. Okay, let me see. Okay, I was trying to pull something up, but give me 1 second. First of all, I want to acknowledge the people that are here. We have our Jessica in the building. Hello and welcome to the Goddess Queen Tulsa show. This is the backup page, so please like, share, and subscribe. Yes, hello everyone, and welcome to the Goddess Tulsa show. Grab your drinks and smoke the like button and ready for a conversation. Hello, Salam. Hello, and yes. Please bear with me as I am trying to give you guys some great content. So just bear with me. I'll play a little music. Here we go. Okay, okay. Y'all liking that? Are y'all liking that? Are y'all liking that? Let me know if you are liking that. Let me know in the comments if you are liking that. I got a little bit more to do, but honey, that is our anthem for our show. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. You know what? I'm coming barefaced. No makeup, no nothing, because I'm a goddess. You know, I wish I had a tissue paper. Well, I do. I gotta. Okay. Look, no makeup today. Okay, no makeup today. Okay, so we're goddess, and I have got word on the street that I stole someone's name, child. Now I'm stealing. Okay, so hello, welcome, 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 everybody. Welcome. Hello. You know what? Actually, our newcomers, I see a lot of you guys out there. Thank you for coming by, because the wonderful part about YouTube is you can really be creative over here, and I understand that. However, we're going to get into some things tonight. I went on an interview last night. I was on a press tour, and my press tour got rudely interrupted. Um, and that really made me feel a certain type of way. I'm not going to lie to you. And it really made me feel a way. And I did watch Miss Trees' video. But what I want to say to my audience is, if you guys want to know where the animosity started from, I'll tell you from the horse's mouth. I'll tell you. Hello, how are you? Hello, my Miss Toast, Miss Queen Toast, your voice in and out. Okay, give me 1 second. All right, we are back and we are live in color. If you guys can hear me, put a 7 in the chat. Put a 7 in the chat if you can hear me. Okay, let me know if you guys can hear me. Absolutely. Yes, something happened again. And let me just say this. Trees has had something up there. I don't know who the woman is. Like, don't know her. You know, don't know her. But she put her in the situation, and she said that I stole her name. So give me 1 second to clarify where I got the name. The black woman is goddess. Oh my gosh. Yes, it's great. So how are you this morning? Like, okay, so that video was made 1 month ago. So I don't have to steal. Man saw me and he saw a goddess. Why are people upset when someone acknowledges them in a delightful manner? Yes, something happened. Oh, yes. There was a whole press tour. There was a cutout video that Trees had put out, and it only showed, bits and pieces. Nobody ever saw the greatness and how the interview was going, how it got started. And so where did the animosity start between me and Trees? Well, I saw her going in on Miss Val. She was saying, she was just making this horrible video. She said that the woman was lying about having brain surgery. The surgeons put paper in her brain, and was really just going after the queen in our village. And right, wrong, or indifferent, if someone just has surgery and you're out here making up lies about her. Oh yes, I love you. I love you as well, my brother. And you know what? We gotta stay prayed up. We have work to do, and nobody's gonna stop us. So, I saw her going in on Evangelist Val, and just how I was raised is, you don't disrespect your elders. Um, I don't care what it is. You don't disrespect your elders. If anything, you look out for the elders. You see them coming, you hold that door open for them. You see them struggling with those groceries, help them pack them to the porch. So um, another thing that stood out was all this misgendering. All the misgendering is just like so childish and so played out because it's like, how many times are you going to use the same phrase, the same statement? It's so old. I'm not interested in getting an argument. So I'm on my interview, and well, before my interview started, me and Val had an agreement. I would control, who comes up. I would pretty much, I'm open, I'm honest, I'm there. I can do a Q&A. However, a person that I haven't even looked at her content and God knows when because she's not so relevant. And I paused when Val had asked me if I ever trolled her because I'm like I haven't even been on her video. Like when was the last time? It was so vague. Like I don't remember if I did. And if she called it trolling, it was me coming in there, engaging in a conversation, and she didn't like what I had to say. That's her normal behavior. She wants you to fight with her. She wants you to give her a clap. She wants you to give her a cookie and all that. And no, ma'am, we be real. And then she's they've been watching us. So shout out to the people in the bushes, the ops. I know you guys are all out there. I saw you on the video earlier. Um, Congratulations, if that's what you want to get into. But just know when you come over here to Goddess Tulsa's place, you're going to get relaxation, you're going to get comedy, you're going to get educated, you're going to get everything under the sun. I'm not knocking anybody for how they push it, but that's not me. I'm not going to be negative. Being negative is just not it, Um, rumors, I'm a celebrity, so rumors are going to be, rumors are going to be out there. You know what I mean? Let's see. They were ugly, hun. All the phobic, this and that, so wrong. The hate speech. And that's the thing. Some people just don't want something to be good. Some people don't want something to be great. Some people don't want to see you smiling. Some people don't want to see people get along. And tearing people apart is just kind of in their nature. That's what they like to do. I can't change them. I can change me. That's why I don't go and support the content because it's malicious content. And then to try to dress it up, no, I'm not doing that. It says some people don't know you for anything but a woman. Okay, some people don't know you for anything but a woman. They are going to expose you like you're trying to fool people. Exactly. I walk in my truth every day. I am married. I do my husband knows that I have a show. He doesn't particularly participate. He's just a laid back guy. This isn't his thing. He has his own hobbies. Has to be one of mine. So we do have balance, and marriage is a beautiful thing. I wish everybody out there happiness. And if you are married, marriage is a job. So if you guys would like to talk about that, I would love to talk about that. Compromising and, all of the things that marriage brings. Plain disrespect, me are showing their ignorance, you know. And that's the thing. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Martin Luther King said black supremacy is just as dangerous as white supremacy. You know, you tearing down a black person that you know, I came up there, I was vulnerable, and you know, I wanted to hear what the people had to say. I wanted feedback. I wanted the engagement, you know, and even with Trees and her engagement, you know, she said I was sad fishing. And I'm like, okay, now come on up here. Let's talk about it like adults. And I want to know why you said that and where did that come from? Why did you feel that? You know, I want to know. And I feel like I deserve you know, I deserve a conversation. You are halfway interacting with me. And how can we make things better when you're not going to go full force? You know, when you're not going to show up 100%, you're showing up 25%. I need the other 75% of you so we can really work with it. Because I'm pretty sure what it is small. Is this small? But I was willing to jump out there. Come on, conversation. Let's talk about it. Shannon, come on, son. I do pride myself on being fair. At least I try to be. I missed the fallout, but I did go and watch the rest of Val's video. I wish you stayed on task and not let anyone rattle you. Well, see, I'm glad you brought that point up, and I have a lot of points that I'm gonna get to tonight. Let's see, how many points we got? Yeah, we got one. Listen, we got a lot of points because I did my research too. Love. This is the thing. Shrinking Sharon, aka Stinky Sharon, Minister Society, they flow with trees. Their argument is always backed up because of trees. This is who they associate with. And so, whether that was the case or not, I did apologize to them. What I didn't like was this was my show. They knew what they were doing. They were looking for a way to sabotage it. And you know what? If you look at the whole video, we're actually good. I'm glad everything happened that way. So y'all can see when somebody is trying to do good in the community, you always got that one bad apple. It only takes one, you know? And I feel like when I open up my mouth, I'm actually saying something for when people are saying, you know, she's not really saying nothing, I am saying something. But I agree, and thank you. That was a great feedback, Shannon. Come on, somebody. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, and I will definitely add that, take a mental note of that going forward. There's always room for correction. You know, I don't know it all, and I'm not too big to say, "Oh, I didn't know that." Thank you for educating me. Kat Nunya, AT says 82 and one woman that kept saying she was manly or whatever, has no room to talk. Queen Tulsa guys looks good. The other content creator does not. Oh, she was saying 82. And the woman that kept saying she was manly or whatever, has no room to talk. Queen Tulsa looks good. The other content creator does not. Okay, I have to read that again. I processed that. I was like, okay, let me see if I was reading that right. I don't miss something. Is this derogatory? But I heard on expression, clock your tea. I mean, I guess it depends on who's saying it. You know, my tea is out, you know, and that's the thing. I'm not hiding that I'm transgender. I love my transsexual life. You know, I love my life. And I'm living in this body for 34 years. So, you know, I love all of me. And what somebody says or what they dislike about me is not really my problem. That's their problem because it's their dissatisfaction. They have to deal with that. Jessica says, I'm doing great. Thank you so much, Eagles. I hope you're doing great as well. Yeah, shout out to Eagles. Check out his channel. He's a great content creator. He was definitely preaching today. So definitely if you need a word, get on over there. That word touched me so hard. I had an emergency praise jam session today, right after that. So glory be to God. And thank you, my brother, for letting the Lord use you as a vessel. Just as I agree, that would have been ideal, Shannon, but it is what it is. And sometimes people ziggily boom, as they say. Ziggity boom. I'm about to go ziggity boom. And it's, what I'm saying? If y'all don't want me to go ziggity boom, hit that cash. Y'all got to pay me to don't go ziggity boom. No, let me stop. Okay. Shannon, come on, somebody says, also, I can't speak for Val, but you were disrespectful on her channel. Before I left, it was a really good and informative interview. That stuff a lot of us need to know. Well, also, it's a lot of stuff that you need to see as well. And Ms. Val asked me, she said, well, Goddess, do you want me to cut that out? Do you want me to whatever? I said, well, first I said, no, I'll keep it up. And then I had hit her back. I was like, yeah, take it out because I want people to see that good part. And then I got to thinking, I said, no, don't cut nothing out. I want people to see the real, the raw, and the uncut. I have nothing to hide. I want you guys to see it all. I want you guys to really just see it all. And I'll drop the link. I have some things in my notebook that I want to go over, but I'm going to drop the link for anybody that wants to come up, sound off, give your opinion. I will do that. I do have notes that I did take from the interview or from the review of my interview. So yes, Shannon, come on, somebody, but you have to understand this. This was my interview. And I feel like Val held it all together on her own. Val had control. What happened was trees had come in there and her mind shot up to the top. But we're going to get into it because I had taken a lot of notes. I'm not going to discredit anything that you guys are saying. I'm taking it all in. Cat Nunya says, notice how the only way they know is to attack its packed. Absolutely. And not to say I'm the big bad wolf, but baby, I will roast all of them on a one-on-one session. Like, come on, let's go, line up. It's nothing. But me. I keep it real. And everybody say, oh, keeping it real. No, I keep it real. You get the same, I'm not changing, I'm not switching up. I'm not over here one day. I'm not in the pack this day. I'm not in the coat this day. I'm not none of that. Shannon, come on, somebody says, keep spreading your message and don't allow the other stuff to sidetrack you. Let all that stuff with Val's mouth go. People get timed out, Tulsa. It happens. But this is my thing. I get people to get timed out. But listen, don't set a set of rules and say, you're going to get timed out if you're disrespectful. You say this, you say that. You're malicious. That's what you time out. You don't time out nobody that's giving a positive in the chat. Menace felt a certain way. Menace knows that I'm a social butterfly. People will flock to me, and I will flock right along with them. Okay. And it's like, I can't help who loves me. Okay. I just really can't. Okay. So let's see. So, as I was saying, where did we go wrong? I mean, where did the animosity start? So I had saw trees dragging Miss Val. I felt it was very inappropriate. Miss Val is a mature woman, and she's an elder woman. She's older than me. Let's just say that. Shout out to all the elder people. So my thing is, the question is, how can they yell out homophobic slurs, without any repercussions? Example, is it okay for Karen to go out and just say the N-word with no repercussions? That's still a derogatory slur. That's a man. That ain't a woman. He ain't transitioned. I mean, just really going at it. So that tells me, don't tell me that you got somebody gay in your family or somebody that's trans in your family, and you can talk this. No, ma'am, not on my watch. Not on my watch. A derogatory slur is a derogatory slur. Let's call a spade, and let's call it what it is. Let's talk about when I showed up on her panel. And this was about in January. I showed up on there. I was post-op. And at that point, I believe I was 2.5 months post-op surgery. And this woman just decided, oh, looking so feminine. And oh, this and oh, this, and shot this. And she was throwing shots. And I sat up there and I took it because I thought that we could get over this conversation really quickly, given the benefit of the doubt. But as we see how that went, let's speaking of surgeries. Ms. Val had brain surgery allegedly. Well, it ain't allegedly because the woman came out and said that she had the surgery. She had brain surgery, and trees also attacked her as well. Is this a thing where like people get surgery? Let me go and attack them. Like for somebody that worked in the medical field, you go and attack people that just had surgery? Is that what we're learning? Is that what we're teaching? I digress. Trees is upset because she wasn't invited to the dinner. She wasn't invited. It was not about her. But somehow somebody sent her a message and told her that we were there. And it was my interview. And she decided to come in and say that I was sad fishing. And the sad fishing, let's talk about that. Because in that interview, if you guys go back and look at the beginning of it, I said that I don't use my trans as a weapon. Like some women use their womanhood as a weapon when they get into it with a trans woman. They can be cool. We cool, all this and that. But the moment you have a difference in opinion, I'm a man, I'm not a woman, I'm this, I'm that, and so on and so forth. Rhetoric. She asked, why are you trolling me? Why, Queen, ask her why she been trolling me. Ma'am, I haven't been on your page in God knows when. Now, why are you trolling me? Why are you trolling me? And then she says, no one's going to answer me. Like she was dying of thirst. I mean, she was dying for some attention. She was dying to talk to the goddess. She was dying for a response. Oh, yes, she was. Jessica says, I will say that I don't have any problem with Val or her mods. Mods should protect their content creator, and content creators should stand for their mods. I wish things hadn't gone the way they did, though. Absolutely, I agree with that. Thank you for the feedback. That was a great point. Jessica says, also, I'd like to shout anyone going through illness right now. I truly hope everyone is feeling better. Yeah, picking on somebody that has an illness is just not a thing. It's not popular. It's not cool. I'm not laughing. And you never know when you are going to hit your life milestone. You know what I mean? Cat Nugget there. Hey there, serial killer nurse. Oh, we got a serial killer in here. Okay. Some Shannon, come on, somebody says, I haven't had any issue with menacing or sharing. They seem pretty fair, but that just be my experience. Yeah, I'm glad you brought that point up. I'm glad you brought that point up. It's just, but that's just my experience. Let's talk about experiences. I could treat you one way, Shannon, and I could treat Haley a second way. Is that fair? Do you agree that I should treat both of them people equally? I'll let that sink in your head. Okay, so she says, I haven't had any issues with Menacing or Shannon. They seem pretty fair, but that's just my opinion. And thank you for that. I do think Val should mod people. I do think I do think Val should mod people from other areas of this sector that I agree because it gives a fair shot to whoever is on that panel. And when you don't do that, you have people with baggage up there that feel away from whenever they felt that way. And whenever they get the chance to sound off and just go ham buck out, what they're going to do. And I feel like that's what they did. Now that I have said that, all we ask over here is that you respect people pronouns, please and thank you. Short, to the point, easy. We respect everybody. We don't have to agree on it. We don't have to agree, period. We can agree and still get along over here. That's what we promote. That's our mind, Jessica, period. Miss Terry says, Miss Queen Tulsa, in all the time I've known you, you've always had treated people with love and respect. You make genuine deposits in the bank of trust. Please keep being intelligent voice. And I think he's going to write some more. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Great feedback. I love it. GD says, I have a question. Why was your interview allowed to be hijacked by haters? And then you were labeled the problem so wrong. I'm glad you brought that point up because it's not like I went and sent Ms. Val out to get an interview. What happened was when all that had went down in Val's chat and it had timing out, I had to get in from another page, and I just politely left Val a message that I'm gonna go ahead and exit because I thought this was a safe space. And so what happened was I had started up a live, and Val ended up coming over to my live, and we got to talking, and she said, "Well, you know what? I don't like how people are labeling you and putting all these things on you, like not giving you a chance." So she said, would you like to come over for dinner?" And so yeah, I said, yes, I would love to come over for dinner. She said, okay, well, how about we come over? You come over tomorrow. I got to do the StreamYard. I don't know what time yet, but when I put it up, I'll tag you and I'll get the information. I'll send you the StreamYard. I said, okay, not a problem. I thought it was a great opportunity. It was a great opportunity because I was on live talking about something else. Well, I was talking about the situation. And for her to take time to come over and say, hey, I want to let's break bread together over the internet. And I was down for that. So that's how I got there. It wasn't I jumped in her inbox. It wasn't I sought her out. She sought me out. And I could have said yes and I could have said no. I said yes because that's a sister that I rock with. I stand with her. I stand up for her. I stand behind her. So hopefully I answered your question. I'm very passionate. Sonya, Shannon, come on, somebody. Yes, everyone should be treated the same. Okay, so that's the thing. It doesn't matter where you come from, where you at in life, no matter if somebody respects you, they agree with the transition or not. I feel like people should honor and respect pronouns. Don't sit up calling somebody and saying, oh, this person ain't this. Listen here, sister Trees, you can learn something from me. You can learn to be happy. You can learn to give illustration of You can learn that you don't have to attack people to get your point across. You don't have to try to destroy somebody to make yourself look good, sister. I love you if you're watching. I love you if you're watching. Shrink and Sharon, I love you if you're watching. Ain't no heart in my bones. Ain't no hate in my bones. Ain't no hate in my bones. I'm a lover. GD says, also, she knew every time you pop up on a panel, haters tried to come for you. That's clear as day. You was not the problem. Exactly. I was sitting like the goddess that I am. And, thank you for bringing that point up because, as I sat after everything happened, I was like, I tried to be calm as long as I could. I tried to be, professional as long as I could, but it was just like I was called there. This was going on for me. And boom. Zippity boom hit the building. Okay, she says, okay, yeah, that was a problem. Respect and reason and respect. Yes, absolutely. Live Love Laugh says some people need a petition to be made on them. Cancel the hate. They love to call others out, but they are the problem. Exactly. If somebody's so much of the problem, why do you have the history of doxing people, harassing people? And honey, if your backyard is not clean or your yard isn't clean, period. Don't come over here trying to clean out my yard when you know you got a lot to clean out. Don't come over here trying to open up my closet when we can open up yours. Don't do that. Because when you point a finger, you have three coming back at you, my love. That's for everybody. Shanna, come on. Somebody says, did you allow Val to come over and speak for herself? I know in the bushes. Oh, what? Did you allow Val to come over and speak for herself? I know you're in the bushes, Miss Val. Listen here, Miss Val. She and I are cool. Miss Val came on live last night. After the interview, because I went live after. And Val is cool. Val actually went on to Teresa's panel today. And like I said, I'm gonna get into some more notes. So let me put up these comments and I'll get right back into my notebook. Okay, hearts, Mr. Terry, thank you so much for that. Jessica says, girl, I can't. More petitions, too busy, too tired. GD says, well, all the stunts and trolling that happen on YouTube, why does Tulsa has to apologize all the time and other problematic people with dark histories on YouTube don't? Come on, I smell intolerance. Yes. And I said that before. I said, I don't want to, if you don't accept me, don't tolerate me. That's it. Let's cut it off from there. Okay. So while we are still on this, let's go ahead and get us okay, let's go ahead and get our let's get this to play. Okay, I want this to play. Okay, so all right, here we go. All right, let's go on a quick intermission, guys. There's my Cash App, there's my PayPal, there's my Zelle. Go ahead and bless us. I'm actually going to take a quick commercial break. So you guys go ahead and refill your drinks. Go to the potty break. We're going to take a 1.5 minute break. Okay, for some reason, the queen is froze. Okay, so if you guys can still hear me out there, can you still hear me out there? I'm not really sure what is going on, but everything just froze on my end. What the hell is going on? I don't know. Okay, so all right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. We are back. We are back. Okay. Let's talk about intent. Okay. So, what my interview was crashed, and I want Trees to admit that she had some intent. You had an intent when you came on that live. It was not to be friendly, it was not to be cool. You had an intent, you had a motive. And for the people that had an issue, you can't tell me how to respond. That was my interview. Val invited me. She didn't like how people were viewing me. And plus, it's Pride Month. So she wanted to show her, support for Pride Month and the transgender, community. Um, and so, you know, I noticed that people were seeing that I was, that Val had held my press tour. My press tour didn't come on until after have after Val had added me. She come onto my show. She asked me if I would mind coming to dinner, and I said yes. So that was the next day. So then, after she said that, I was like, okay, press tour. So that's when I started going live. Yeah. So another thing Tree said is I tricked Val. I don't see how I tricked her when Val reached out to me for an interview. Where was the trickery? Um, and she also said that I took advantage of Val. What part? How can I take advantage of somebody? How can I take advantage of the willing? She willingly gave me an opportunity to come on her show. Um, Let me just be clear. I did answer some of Tree's questions calmly. I feel like Shrinking Sharon started it. Um, when she just hit the link and just came up, like for a defense, like she was security. And I'm just like, when do mods just start showing up? Like there was no danger. There was like no slip and fall. There was nothing. We didn't need you to get the water up or anything. But when Sharon came up, that's when the energy shift. Because she brought up her negative vibe. Like I said, Trees was already in the comments, and Captain Saberhold drove her ass up to the panel. Um, but I want to know, what did Streak and Sharon come up on the panel for? What did you come up there for, sister? Um, Everybody that was looking at that and probably, didn't have an idea of what was going on, it was two women screaming at me. Um, and it was just way too much. It was way too much. I did they It was pretty much like I was ganged up on. So what are you gonna do when you get ganged up on? You're gonna continue to speak up. I was in control. Shrinking Sharon asked to come up. So I calmly apologized at the beginning. Um, I apologized at the beginning of the video, and I was not forced to. I was not prompted to. I was not paid to. I did it because that's who I am. Okay. So if anybody says, "Well, why is Goddess Tulsa screwed up? Why is she all upset? Why is she this? Why is she that?" Well, you guys screwed up my interview. I was over there doing something positive and productive, and you guys couldn't stand to see it. It was too much greatness. It was too much positivity for y'all's ears, your eyes, and y'all noses. Y'all couldn't smell it. Y'all couldn't smell. Y'all didn't want to smell the positivity. Y'all was like, "Oh no, she's trying to break the cycle. She's trying to break the curse. She's trying to mend relationships. That's not what we want. So we're gonna fight." I think you look beautiful no matter what hue. Trees and others had to say they wrong for joking about your hair. You know what? And this is another thing. I don't always wear wigs. I don't always wear wigs. I have my hair in a protective style. So I learned to let my hair breathe. You won't catch me always in a wig, okay? I have natural hair. I love my hair. I don't have to wear a wig. That's the problem. I have taken off my wig on camera. The wig don't make me. I make the wig, okay? So um okay, so listen. So on Trees is live today. Some girl, some person named Goddess, claims I stole her name, child. Honey, they was going up in flames. Oh, she wanna be me. Oh, this. Oh, that. Oh, this. She wants to be me. Oh, she wants to be me. Oh, she want to be me. Oh, she wants to be me. Oh, here, let me see. Actually, let me just pull this. I'm so sorry. Oh, okay. Hey, Crystal. Listen, I'm gonna send you the link just so you can have it. I want to drop you the link just so I want my subscribers and everyone to know how us as trans women how we navigate. We're not with all that. Maz, I just put the link in our group chat. So yes, drop I mean so Crystal, just go in there, jump on it and come on up if you like. Let's see. So Goddess Queen Tulsa is my name. You guys are freely to call me that. If you know, Goddess Queen Tulsa. Okay, that's my name. I don't give a damn which part you say. Goddess Queen Tulsa. That's how I'm recognized. Okay. GD says, I think your hair look beautiful no matter what Q and trees and others have to say. They're wrong for joking about your hair. Absolutely. Shannon, come on. Somebody says, Tulsa, as you grow your platform, you're going to have to learn to shift the conversation back to the positive. I don't think Sharon was rude. She just didn't want something small to blow up. Well, I received that. And going forward, if you all are going to go up on a panel, at least greet the guest first. I'm the guest. Where's your manners? So yeah, we both can take something from that, and I will definitely take something from that. There's always room for correction. There's always room for improvement. Hello, my love. How are you?
Hi, darling. How are you?
I am well. This is Crystal.
Hi,
Um,
guys.
yes, Crystal, go ahead and introduce yourself. Let the people know who you are.
So, first and foremost, I am her sister. So, that's the first thing y'all need to know. We are family around this joint. But my name is Crystal Beverly. I am a singer songwriter, recording artist, and I am also the owner of Beauty by 10. I am a co owner. My husband and I have a cosmetic line that we own. It is called Beauty by 10, TEN. 10 is an acronym, it stands for Trans Entertainment Network, which is the management label company for trans artists.
Absolutely.
Hi,
So thank
Shannon.
yes. Oh, you sorry. So yeah, we're just having a discussion. Um, I would have to fill you all the way in, but just follow along and I might ask you for some questions or some suggestions as I go on.
Sure thing.
Okay. So as we saw earlier in the video, I did let you guys know that I got the name Goddess from Nature Boy. And Nature Boy is everybody knows him. He's in carbonation. He's locked away now and he had a cult. And so what I was doing was I had talked to at least one, two, three close members to him and him. And so that I don't know any other anybody else that did the investigation and made those relationships and got conversation and got content from that. But you can definitely check that out in my video. Let's say the mad person that was on Tree's channel today wants a moment with me, but no, ma'am, you're not going to get it. Unfortunately, that's not my lane to tear someone down. Get into it with your female counterpart that you were on a live with, and she'll definitely tear you down. Boom. Okay. And you're still effed up because she was like, oh, she got me effed up taking my name. You're still effed up, ma'am. You're still messed up. Okay. So somehow, some way, CPS came up. She's upset with Red Label Confessions because of something in the past. You know, that lady was in the news. She had did so many things to her daughter. Her daughter came out, sound off, did an interview, and so the mother is upset at the backlash. Okay, so Trees is mad because I made Monster Mom. That's the video. It was similar to Precious. So if you guys have not watched that video, Monster Mom, go ahead and look on my videos, check it out and see tell me what you think about it. So have sympathy for a bully that's been in more beef than the stores. Y'all know Trees wanted some sympathy. When she sits up, harass people, she bullies people, day up, day down, sun up to sundown, smoking her cigarettes, eating her ice, and you name it. Girl, bye. Goodbye. And this is a personal note to me. Remember to conduct myself when the enemy is there. Learn to still stand in my power. And so I had to do that. But I also had to check them. Let's just say that. Um, and so Trees is big mad because her bully behavior had caught up with her. So I guess with my Monster Mom video, a lot of people, she got a lot of slack. I guess she got a lot of pushback. But that's good because people were watching and they went over there and they did what was necessary. Correct your behavior. Be a parent to your child. You get what I'm saying? It doesn't have to be the negative always. Every time you hit that button on your camera, it doesn't have to be the negative. Okay. Yeah, you good. Okay. So Crystal has a very good question. So that was a question. That was a very great question. Very great question. Give me 1 second. I just had to put something down. I have to put this in here. Okay, so now we are great. Whoa. Okay, back to where we were. Actually, let me go ahead and acknowledge. Oh, let me just say this. For those of you that cashed at me the last video, thank you so much. I appreciate you for our cash appers. I won't say names because that's just, but I thank you. Um, Faith Faith Christensen says, thank manners hearing out each other, manners hearing out each other and not speaking over each other is respectful communication. I'm just saying, have not seen a lot of this on YouTube. Well, it's time to make a change. So now we're going to push it and we are going to go that way. Thank you, Shannon, for your input. I agree. Okay. Jessica says we are always striving to be better and do better. Absolutely. Mr. Terry says, Miss Queen Tulsa, you're a beautiful person inside and out. You're a beautiful, professional, and respectful interviewer. Please don't let others shake you. Please remember they didn't make you. Period. No shake over here. Oops, ignore that pirate flag. Oh, chow. What you over there doing? Okay, so this is my last little set, and then we're gonna go into question and answers. If you guys want to go ahead and drop the link because we're gonna do Q&A right after this. Okay, so the lady is giving Trees advice on how to get out of trouble, child. The lady that was on her panel today, she was on there giving that lady advice on how to get out of trouble. She was like, check yourself into a crazy house and then come out and then go buck wild. What type of advice is that? Y'all both need to be in a straight jacket thinking like that. So abusing services, I had a problem with that. Do not abuse services that could be going to somebody that actually need them. Welfare. Oh, girl tried to get a cash app. Tree, shut that down quick. Oh, girl, while you was sitting over there trying to hee ha ha ha, and once you got to start trying to talk about your cash app, Miss Thing said, none of that over here. None of that over here. Okay. She pulled you right together. And listen, guys, before we get into the question and A, let's go ahead and take a quick intermission. All right, all right. Okay, so now we are back and we are ready to have the conversation. I just pinned the link. Well, I just pinned the link in the chat. So if you all want to come up, the link is there. Let's see. Not today. Saying says, I love the chickens. As long as Sonya ain't trying to fry, girl. Sonya will try to fry up my chicken, child, and she ain't playing. She wasn't playing. She will really get that grease and that child. Please, yeah, that's her thing. Okay, so Miss Queen Tulsa, you're a beautiful person inside and out. You're a professional, intelligent, and respectful interviewer. You please don't let other people shake you. Please remember that they didn't make you. Yes, I appreciate that. So Crystal, thank you all for sounding off and thank you all for coming into the chat. Make sure you hit that the like button, make sure you share, make sure you subscribe. And if you're feeling generous, hit the Cash App, the Zelle, or the PayPal. Boom. Okay, before we go further, thank you all for joining us tonight. Free, free to hit the link. Hey, not today. Saying good to see you. Okay, so you asked me what does my name mean? So goddess Queen Tulsa. What does that mean? Okay, so I'm a what it means to me is I'm an admirable woman. I'm an admirable queen. Um, I'm all about sending off good energy. Those that come into my space, I want to always be uplifting. It means that I'm a motherly figure. It means that I'm a nurturer. It means that I know how to get into my feminine side. I know how to balance my dominant side. I'm just a goddess. I'm an all around queen that's adored and loved. Great question. Oh, you're on mute, baby.
I know. I didn't want to get like the background ambiance.
Oh, no, you're okay. So, no, the point of this live was for me to come on here, and really, give my point of view, give my review on what all happened. I was on an interview, it got crashed, and so now I know going forward, just to still stay in my role, and even if I want to, I have no regrets about it because everything that happened was real and raw. But I will say that I would like to be able to not get sidetracked from what my goal is, and that was to do the interview. And so yeah, so now we're here. But I feel great. I'm gonna continue to keep pressing on. Um, actually, sis, bring some of your makeup to the forefront right quick.
To the camera. Okay. Let me see. What do I have that I can show you?
Okay. And then this is another thing. Are you comfortable with sharing? Okay, so you're a trans woman, and would you feel comfortable with sharing maybe like your story or maybe some input on just life as a trans woman and your goals to make connections or reach other people?
Life as a trans woman. Hmm. I can say there was a time when life was easier. um, Definitely when I was younger, I was able to live my life more, I guess, carelessly. But that was also due to a lack of awareness and education when it comes to both myself and society. Um, now that our lives have a spotlight on it for some reason, it has its ups and its downs, its good points and the bad. Um, I guess it's a little more concerning nowadays. Um, being aware of the constant murders of trans women. So it's it's a little different now for me than it was when I was younger, as I'm sure, obviously, for most trans experiences,
Hmm.
it changes through the times. And, you know, the times matter. But it also matters what you believe and how you present yourself and what you have to, in a way, make other people believe. Because if people are still uneducated and unaware, then they're still afraid and they're still going to segregate themselves from it. And that creates discrimination and hate. And so I think that if we as trans people just be true to who we are, show people who we are, that we have different variations of ourselves, you know, that our lives are not cookie cutter, is not one way of trans experience. We wake up and go to bed every day just like everybody else. And, it's nothing to be afraid of. And it's just one of those things that, we know we're not going to be able to change the world opinion, but we can definitely change the opinions of some of the people we come in contact with on a daily basis. And it depends on how you carry yourself and how you present yourself. Be who you are. If you're a boisterous person, be that. But if you're good to people, people will see that you are a good person. You're funny. You're fun to be around, you know. And if you're not that person, you're a quiet person that just want to go to work and, pay your bills. You be that. Everybody don't want to be seen. Some people want to just live their life normally. And
Yeah.
that's what people don't fucking get. And I don't know. Um, just be who you are, no matter what you are. I think that people get so caught up and lost into titles. I feel like our brains can get so tiny that we have to compartmentalize everything and separate everything and break everything down into a category and for it to make sense. And yes.
Right. So, I'll say this for the people that was wondering how I got goddess to my name. Yes, to reiterate, the goddess part of Queen Tulsa name came from her interactions with Nature Boy in that group. We promise we're not taking nothing from anyone. It's all raw. Any creations is created by the content creator. Okay. Um, and then Faith says the spotlight should be on your talents, not your sexuality. Well, what? Let me ask you this, Crystal. Have you ever went to apply for a job and you didn't get it because of who you were?
I do not believe that. No.
Okay. Let me ask you this. Um, do you know any issues that some of the trans women face that are not shown? Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm doing. Is that your husband?
Yeah.
Can I say hello to him?
Of course.
Hey,
Say,
Negro.
say hi. he
How
doesn't
are
have
you?
he doesn't have his shirt on. He's not gonna come to the camera. How you doing?
You know what? I'm amazing. I won't complain. Sitting here visiting with your wife and discussing trans issues. And since we are on this, I don't want you to come on camera because you don't have on a shirt, but um can you tell the audience why you love us trans women?
Why?
Yes.
Well, I mean, it's not trans women. I wouldn't say that that was my um. It goes back more than that. It's what some people don't understand is that men go through transition too. And when I was back in school, high school, even grammar school, I was drawn to maybe what you call the Femi boys.
Hmm.
And then it transitioned to as you get older. I started when I got old enough to go to the clubs, even when I was in high school.
What kind of
And
clubs?
huh?
What kind of clubs?
I mean, I would go to the drag clubs,
Hmm.
like when I was right. When I was attracted to Femi boys in high school, and it had nothing to do with trans or any fetishes or anything. I was just attracted to Femi boys.
Film. So
Yeah,
feminine. Yeah.
yeah, Fem
Want
boys.
feminine. You want soft. You want girly, or
Right,
not really girly, but soft. You don't want no big linebacker.
right. I was never attracted to men
Right, right, right.
or attracted to anybody that looked like me. So that's and that's something that people need to research or try to understand. Transition as well. And so once I was able to go to the drag clubs, um, then after that, I didn't want to date guys that dressed as women and lived as a man for entertainment.
Hmm.
So the men that would dress, when they would do entertainment, but then they turned back into a boy, and I started learning more about myself, and so I started dating trans women, and I don't consider myself gay at all, and I consider gay is dating the same sex.
Hmm.
I just prefer women that had penis.
Well, you like a woman with something extra. You know what I'm saying? Now, a lot of people, since you said it that way, is that what you got with her for?
Her
Well,
who? Me?
I mean, if I was dating, when I dated, I mean, if it wasn't for the penis, I could just date what is considered a cis woman.
Okay, so what I call it is I call it a big I just call it a big clip.
Exactly, and that's exactly what it is.
I mean, it is what it is. So
Right, right.
so
I'm dead.
listen.
I'm dead.
So it wasn't so I guess what I'm gathering from you, you didn't fetishize your woman. You got with her because
Well, it wasn't just that. It was personality and a lot. It was everything that you do for when you meet someone. There's a relationship, but specifically, I'm not attracted to a cis woman so much.
okay. Now, and I wasn't throwing Crystal, that was just in general because I know like when I'm saying the girls, because I've been in a group with him and we work with a lot of girls. And so it's like, um he admired all of us. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never been with him, let's be honest. But he admired all of us, and that was the question in my mind. Why did he care about us? Why did he get us gigs? How did like
Oh,
you know,
well,
was it any
the thing with that is, I can tell you, because when I uh, first started dating trans women, even okay, so when I started dating trans women, I started learning more about uh, the things that they went through.
and not all trans have a penis. Let's just clear that out
Well,
there.
yeah, and that's true too, but that was just my preference
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I
because
understand.
there is, SRS surgery and all that, and it was just, and like I said, there's no way people can judge me because that's what I like, and I don't put categories on myself, and people try to categorize everything. And that's the problem with a lot of things because everybody wants to categorize and put you in a category. And I can't put myself in a category saying, okay, I'm this or I'm that. Or you got some trans women that say, well, if you are a versatile man, then they got all this criticism for that. I mean, to me, that's a lot of nonsense because you got to live your own life. And I can't live my life in the eyes of other people.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not going to do that. But my sensitivity with the trans community is because living and being with trans women, I really start understanding a lot of things they went through. I had a girlfriend and she woke me up to something one day. And she was like, do you understand how hard it is for me to be me? She said, you can wake up every day, put on your pants, and go out and live your life as Stan Lucas every day. She said, it's so hard for me to be me. You can do what you do, but when I get dressed and I put on a wig and live my life, what I have to live through going through those streets every day. And that made me think hard, like, wow, there's really something that's going on that these women deal with every day. So that's how I became very sensitive and involved and said, I can help be a voice to what's going on because I'm involved with them. And so that's why it is. I met Crystal and I was a single guy. And there were things that she gave me and brought to me that nobody else did. But I never sat and said, well, I'm going to be an advocate for the trans community, because there's, no, I have a sensitivity because I'm involved with trans women. So that made me sit back and do what I do. And they definitely need they need a voice. They need unity because there's
And we
no
need
unity in the
more,
community.
and we need more men behind us. More
And
cisgender men that are trans enamorous,
right.
not tranny chasing men. I'm talking about men who love us, uphold us, adore us, date us, marry us. We need some of those men sometimes to show their faces because when you think about our community, especially the trans women, you picture us out here. It's like we are here alone. We don't have, it's just us.
And see,
You
some
know
of the
what I
things
mean?
is you got like if I sit back and turn on my Twitter,
Sometimes we're even alone. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
so there's some
Go ahead.
things
I'm
that
sorry, my brother.
Like when you think of maybe,
No, what was Stan saying?
oh, what you say, babe?
no, I'm just saying it's just like when you go on Twitter and you look certain things you see, and then like when I see trans women sit back and say, I'm so tired of these dick messages in my box. But if you showing your ass every day and that's all you showing, you got to look at what are you see. I got drawn to Crystal because out of all the things I was doing, she was one of the ones that never came to me with this agenda. That, okay, because sex ain't, and that's the thing that really turned off a lot of trans women about me, is because I was working in the community, but as soon as they threw sex into the picture, then there was the end of it. Then they would go on social media and then had everything to say bad about me. All because of the fact that I wasn't going to let sex be the agenda with that. And a lot of the girls in the community need to understand, you can do a whole lot more without trying to throw sex and money at a guy. You know, you can be that bad bitch without having to do that. And I'm not knocking or judging nobody, because even sex workers, I support that. Because I'm not going to judge what a person has to do to make a living. But don't sit back and get upset about what happens with you because of the choices you make. I had some trans women hit me up in my box because of the fact that when trans women were getting killed, they want to know, what am I doing to help prevent it? What can I do to help prevent it? Some of these girls got to use just common sense. So you can't get me saying, well, what are you doing to help? My question to all the advocates, what the hell are you doing? You only an activist when they dead. What are you doing before they die? I try to provide opportunity. I try to provide jobs. We have a cosmetics company that I sit back and we try to throw opportunity at trans girls today. And you know what? They turn it down. Crystal's getting ready to open up for Trina. We need 2 dancers that I prefer to have trans. But it becomes an issue. So a lot of the girls stop their own, they put up all the obstacles for themselves. And it's not my job to sit back and put those obstacles down. And that's what goes on right now with the community. I'm a advocate. I believe I'm married to a trans woman. So I'm going to back the community all the way and provide opportunity. You know, so my preference, like I said, what attracted me is not I'm not a pervert. It's not a fetish. I don't have a wife on the side and I go sneak out at night, and I'm very openly with what I do. I don't make it a secret what I do, because it shouldn't be a secret. I should be able to date whoever I want to date. I don't have to answer to nobody.
So listen, I have a question for you.
Sure.
Okay, so the question is, and this is actually for both of you all. Coming from entertainment perspective, how do you and Crystal feel about clout or clout chasing?
I feel like it works.
Okay.
It works for some people. I don't do it. We don't do it. We are trying to do it. Well, we are doing it the long, hard, grind out, honest way. And it's oh girl, don't get me started. It's really sad that, and I was just saying this to him the other day, that we don't have a team. It's sad that I'm currently the only girl on the label and have been for quite some time now. It's sad that we can never get camaraderie in this community. And it's always a bunch of
hate.
I'm not gonna call out any of those names. I'm just gonna say it's always a bunch of mess, and it always turns into some form of negativity. I'm not gonna say why, because I don't know why. Because I can't. I hate to say. You will probably never hear me say that someone is jealous, because who am I to be jealous of? And I don't. I feel like that's an arrogant thing to say. She's jealous, you know. I don't say those words. But I've had friends, sisters. Okay, let's say this. I think I told you before that I never could really get good trans girlfriends. I can never get. I almost made a post on Facebook today saying it's sad that I no longer feel comfortable letting trans women get into my space,
Close to you.
into my personal space. I love to go out and I network and I meet people and things of that nature. But it seems like almost it doesn't seem like every time I allow my personal space,
When you feel when you're vulnerable, you feel like they take advantage of that part.
it's just always something. It's
Oh,
always something. And it's a wide array. I had one of my bestest friends. We've been friends since 19. Um, you know, and throughout our friendship, she transitioned,
mhm.
and it's just like she just became a whole different person, and it was over the time. And I no longer have that friend. Just as of last year,
Right.
I
Let me give you
I
an
don't want to go
example.
into the details of it,
Mhm.
but it just seems like it always to me it always seemed like self-sabotage.
What
Always. It's like
what
let me give you,
well,
can I give you an
let me
example?
before you go, Stan. Well, I can see where you're coming from, but then look at it from this perspective too. Like, I know, like in the trans community, like if you have a boyfriend, and I don't know. I guess I be in like these spaces and stuff, so I listen to different conversations. I've just never been that girl mm, that just I don't know. Go ahead, Stan. When I get it
Well,
back, I'll come.
okay. Uh, all right. Back in 2015,
Mhm,
uh, that's when trans entertainment was born.
mhm,
And my son does music, so I was managing my son. And at the time, one of the girls I was dating was back then was like, talking about all the obstacles for trans artists and trans getting out there with music.
mhm.
And so I decided, I said, well, what I'll do is I'll create maybe a trans open mic showcase, something little, nothing big. And so I created, it was called Trans Empowerment. So
Trans
once I,
empowerment.
yeah, it was called Trans Empowerment. So um, I started it, and so I just went on Craigslist advertising and Facebook, for trans artists.
Mhm.
It became so huge that it turned into this big monster. So I had all these artists from all over the country want to participate, and so they all came to Atlanta. And once everybody got to Atlanta, I had trans designers, trans models, trans actors. Everybody wanted to be part of it. So then
Mhm.
it changed from just the trans empowerment to a big event where we had trans designers, trans models. It was kind of like a rock the runway.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And
Oh my
so
god. Oh my gosh. Okay, go
and
ahead. Go ahead.
it was a rock the runway type event. So when the designers had their clothes, then the trans artists would be singing their songs, and then the trans models would come out. It was an awesome event. But when we first put it together, and we had the auditions, I didn't realize we had over 100 people, 100 trans designers, over 100 that came to Atlanta for this. And I
Uh-huh.
just saw this is really getting out of hand. Then I started seeing all the backstabbing. I said to myself, the headache I got, I said, I will never, ever do this again. So that's how I met Waka Flocka's mom, Dead Auntie.
Mhm.
I was on a radio interview, and I was at her radio station because one of the DJs at her station was going to be one of the hosts. So I was doing an interview, and so when I left, security guard ran behind me and grabbed me like I stole something. And I'm like, I didn't steal nothing. And he was like, no, man, Miss Deb wants to meet you. So Deb was like, hey, what you got is awesome. I don't know much about the trans community, but whatever you're doing, I want to be part of it. I want to sponsor it. I want to do this. I want to make this something. So once Deb got on board with it, then you start really seeing the backstabbing because everybody was jockeying for something. And so once we had the event, it was so incredible that everything worked out. And Deb said, hey, I got something I want to talk to you about. So after that, I just kind of left it alone. Deb wanted to sit back and say, well, we did it. She said, I want all them girls to come to the radio station and I want to interview everybody on the show. So it was the largest audience her radio station ever had, ever. And you know, because you broadcasting and you on streaming, it was all over the world. So everybody, so it was only supposed to be a 15 to 20-minute interview that turned into about 4 hours. So it went that big. And so once that happened, then there was talk of reality, but I can talk about that later. But what I saw was a chance for unity, and yet all this divide. And these girls divided themselves. And my whole point was, do you guys realize the opportunity that you have? And the backstabbing, the husbands, because every artist and everybody that came, I always say this. Does your significant other know what you're doing? Oh, yeah, he supports what I do. He supports everything. Because there's a reason I asked that question. Because a lot of men will be with you and they'll support a dream. And then once that dream starts becoming a reality, now you start seeing the insecurity in the man. Because now you're fulfilling your dream. And then Stan Lucas becomes the enemy. So we was having rehearsals. And while we was having rehearsals, one of the girls' husbands called me and said, what's the shit about you don't want none of the men at the rehearsal? That was a total lie. I say, I want you guys at the rehearsals. Well, my wife told me she didn't want you didn't want no men there. So I go to the girl and said, why would you tell your husband that? She said, because I just want to have some free time without him. He threatened me so much and came to the club that all his time in Atlanta was spent in a jail because he got arrested. So we're in a radio interview with Deb Antony, and she's on the radio. So then she says, hey, Stan, why don't we get some weed and go chill at your house? I said, you know, your husband's in jail. Shouldn't you be concentrating on him? Well, he can stay there. I know where he's at. He ain't gonna bug me no more. I became an enemy to this man because of something his wife said. And then sat back and tried to want me to justify it. Well, I just didn't want him at the rehearsal. Now the husbands and men think I don't want them there. I want them to support what their wives do. But a lot of men don't support it. They support the dream. But once the dream starts becoming the reality, now they don't want to be no part of it no more. They get insecure with it. And I said at that point, I'm not going to do this no more. Because it became too much of a headache. And all these girls sat back, and this is what they do. There's opportunity in this community. They always backstab themselves all the time. It's the hate. And it's okay to sit back and not support. But if one of you all get on, that helps everybody. But every girl wants to be the first bitch this, I'm the bitch that, I'm that. When they approached me with the reality TV show, the girls didn't do it for a reason. Because of how it was portraying, they didn't want to portray the trans community as with their struggles with the music and life and their families. They tried to portray it as me as the Atlanta trainee chaser.
Why wouldn't you have let that go?
I didn't want to do that shit. Only listen.
Yeah.
Let it go. Listen, I wish you would have ran that by me back then.
So now you portraying me.
What'd you say?
I wish I would have knew that back then.
Shit.
That was the reason.
I didn't do it for one reason.
Skip to my Lou.
No, because it didn't highlight nothing was going. It didn't highlight anything with the girls. It just highlighted me as the damn Stevie J or of Atlanta in the trans community. Or Rich Dollars. With that shit in the trans community, it didn't have anything to do with the girls saying their struggles and what they were doing.
Oh.
And I got family and stuff. I wasn't gonna put myself out there like that. I mean, anyway. Just like you see, I'm not gonna name no names, but just like how you see some of the respected people on those shows, I say, why don't you all show me the same way? Show me as a respected man in the community and helping the community. Don't show me as the guy that I got bitches busting in my office about this shit and that shit.
Yeah, but let's be clear. When you were talking about the group, like they were like, this was a new opportunity for these girls. And so when you say, I forgot the word that you said, but like the messy and all that. I get it because it was something new for us, and I think that they were all excited, and it kind of went to some of their heads. But
yeah, because one of the girls had cursed me out after we had the event at the trans empowerment event, and that was big, and so that was the end of it. But the thing is, a lot of girls didn't want to go back home. Everybody went to stay in Atlanta.
What was that girl that designed? She had designed an outfit. She was a designer at the show for us.
I can't think of her name. I know who you're talking
long ago.
Right.
She had a cool spirit.
Sure, I
love her vibe. She was
I think Octavia.
Okay.
Octavia, that was her. She was the designer.
Beautiful inside and out. And it was just amazing. Like, I remember that experience. So since we're on it, that experience, there was a lot of love. Like when we actually came to the event, like to do it, you don't know what happened before, what happened, whatever. We did our thing. We made sure we did our thing. But Crystal.
Since you were there, man, right?
Yes.
When you were there, right?
Yes.
Yeah, you were there. So you remember how everything went at that interview?
At what interview?
When we was at the radio station with Deb Andrews.
She just said a lot of love and stuff.
A lot of love. Deb showed you a lot of love. But there was a whole lot of stuff on the side behind that. I mean, you were there. You knew my life back then. You knew who I was dating then. And the shade they showed her, my girlfriend at the time. You came by the house one night. We were, I think, barbecuing or something.
Yeah.
And you came back very sincere, but you never saw all the hate that was thrown at her. And threw a lot of shade at her. Even coming to the house, throwing shade at her.
Her house at the time. Like,
right.
I get, like, you don't, whether if it's my house or not, if I'm dating somebody, like, you don't come over here with all that extra, respect the new woman or respect the queen of the palace.
We had that girl from
you don't want to reminisce on the old. Let's go ahead and talk about the new.
Okay.
So listen. Okay, so today, going forward, what are you doing? I know Sis has a show opening up for Trina in
Yeah.
May. I mean, not
No, on the
Sep-
19th.
on the 19th,
Yes.
on June 19th,
Yes.
on Juneteenth.
Yes.
So I'm amped and I'm pumped. Are you amped and pumped?
I am a little frustrated.
And do tell.
I'm kind of hella frustrated because like he said, this is a big opportunity for anybody.
Mhm.
And so I put out a mass hysteria post on everything. That I need some dancers. Wouldn't care if they was a boy, a girl, trans, blue, black, purple, green, orange, purple. If you could dance and you would like to, and this is something you want to do, but you can't ever get no good help, no support. And so I had one young lady that I was rehearsing with, and she is a woman of trans experience. She's a
Uh-huh.
trans woman, and she's a young girl, and we were rehearsing, and she just displayed some very unprofessional behavior, and I couldn't take the chance of taking you on the road and performing a show, and you didn't even feel remorseful. You felt as if what you did was normal behavior. And so, you know, besides the fact that and I also couldn't find another dancer, I'm just gonna probably have to just do well, not probably. I'm gonna have to do it by myself. So, there's deadlines. If there's gonna be people coming backstage and things like that, I have to have the names submitted actually by 5 o'clock tomorrow. And so I don't have any names to give them. And so, I'm
The doll says she knows a dancer.
here in Atlanta
Are they in the Atlanta area?
and I need to.
So you're gonna kill it despite all the obstacles in your path. You will be fucking amazing.
I mean, I've gotten this far by myself, but it's just,
Doll, please reach out to Crystal on IG.
I just
And
really wanted this to be big, wardrobe and everything, hair and makeup have to be on point, So, I mean, that's going to be on point, but, I got to get my hair done and, find something cute to
yeah,
put in. That'll be easy. But, I've been rehearsing daily, every day. Today's the first day that I haven't rehearsed. I have completed the choreography for the dance. It's completely choreographed from top to bottom. Every 8 count and half step is counted for. And it's a big dance and it's a big song. It's 3 minutes and 47 seconds long. And it would have been just great to have my dancers giving they all when I need moments in the song to focus on my vocal. And I'm still gonna take those moments.
yeah.
And I have to take those moments, focus on my vocal. But I also need to know the choreography very well so that when I take that moment,
Is that music in the background?
yeah, that's
Oh
what
no.
I've made.
As you cut it down a little bit.
1 second. Even though she's singing. Babe.
Okay, so Crystal is gonna be right back. Um, yes, I really wish that I could be there, but child, I remember there was artists in the group that we were in that he's talking about. I end up stepping in as a background dancer for actually both of the artists, if not all of them. Like I was up there twirling it. I mean, I had on my high heels. I was really killing it. I wonder if Willie Vanilli is available. not, the, not the Willie Vanilli. Not the Willie Vanilli child. But listen, I wish Stan had on a shirt. Yeah. But I'm doing great. I'm not gonna worry about anything. So good, so good. What does the child say? So good. Mm-hmm. Girl, that's who I was talking about. Oh. Let me find out. Let me find out. So listen, guys, it is getting late and it is 10:51 here. Um, and so yeah. I hope you guys took something good from this live. We definitely want to keep you guys informed. Crystal has been on the channel several times. If you are not, get into her beauty by 10. Oh, Crystal, unmute right quick, sis. I got a bone to pick with you.
Why? Because I haven't sent out the products.
Sis, you want to get into it?
I do not. I have it on the table. They just got to be sent out.
You want to get into it?
I don't. I don't. I don't. I don't.
I'm ready to rock my beauty by 10, baby.
Everything is upstairs. Matter of fact, after this, I want you to pick out what you want.
Okay. Because I definitely want that glittery, that glitter lip gloss. Periods. I want that one in there. I want a nice little nude. Now, ask my brother, can he bless his sister with an eye palette?
I'm so out. So when they come in, of course you can have one. I ain't
Period.
gotta ask. I don't
Look,
have to ask them.
listen. Ask your husband.
I don't gotta ask him nothing.
Hello?
Are you kidding me? But I will let him know.
Look. I don't even think that sister got one over on
look. But I will let you know.
Right. I don't want him to, sis. We got some inventory that's you know. But yes, child. You know, it's gonna be so beautiful. But you know what? I really wanted to take Honey out on a little date to the park, but he did not want to. He was like, I'm good. We didn't get to the funeral." But I'm like, okay, but what about a nice little walk? He was like, baby, I'm tired. Because they've been going to funerals for like the half of the damn week.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. I know a girl in Georgia that dance. Oh, she says she know a girl in Georgia that dance. Listen, Crystal, tell them where they can find you at. Oh.
You can contact me on beautyby10.com. When you go on there, there's a little chat box, and you can chat with me live right then and there. Boop, and I'll get it right to my phone.
Baby, activate the code.
Oh, did I not do it?
I'm not sure.
Jesus.
But do TULSA.
Let me
So
see.
you know what? Just change the code to just goddess.
When we get off of this, I'm gonna stay on the phone with you, or get back on the phone with you. However, I'm gonna do it right then and there.
Okay.
Let me see. I wonder if I can do it from my iPad.
Yeah, just make the code goddess.
Oh, guess what, guys?
What?
I'm having grandpuppies again.
Oh, Come on. Now, what
Yeah.
kind?
My Yorkie gets my. I have a Yorkie and a pit bull.
Mm. York, uh, Pit Poodle. I mean Pit York.
I call
York
them Yorkie
Pit.
bulls. I call them Yorkie bulls.
Yorkie Bulls.
Yeah,
Okay.
because they're like little miniature pit bulls.
Wow. So yes, definitely hit up beautybytn.com and make sure you browse, make sure you purchase, and also let them know that it's animal free.
Mm-hmm. It is an 100% organic line, cruelty free, paraben free, lead free.
It says, Crystal, have you guys thought
Corner.
about putting together a beginner bundle with a few essentials for those new to the lifestyle and girls like me that have no clue about makeup?
Absolutely. I have gift sets on there right now, ranging from like $25 to $100, I believe, depending on how much you want to spend and what you feel like you want. And um, I do want to do more content with my followers and my customers. I don't know what stops me from getting in front of the camera and creating content, but I definitely want to be more hands on because there are different essentials for different people, I believe, you
Right.
know. But I definitely can put together an essential pack. That sounds actually like a fabulous idea. And it'll be something that gives you a little bit of everything and get you started. And then even like get you, some step by step videos, things like that. But once again, I got to get in front of the camera and make my content. Um,
Do I need to blow up your phone?
no,
Okay.
no, 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 I'm not done about me eating chicken and stuff. No.
Do you eat the chicken once or twice? Because we I don't double back.
I'm sorry, guys. I've had a long day. I'm hungry.
No, you are fine. So on another note, let's just share something beautiful about being trans. Can you give me something beautiful about being trans?
I think that the most beautiful thing about being trans is is being, is
Get
being
the
desired.
uh
Is being desired. We are desired by this whole world. We are infatuating. We are right now the hot topic, and it's been a long time coming. But you know, for those of us who do know our worth and do know how powerful we are, those who knows what a eunuch is, those who know how far our history goes back, how deep and how we used to be praised as goddess. Those who know those type of things, we know that we're desired by not just men who want to fuck us, but
too.
women that want to be like us. I One thing I cannot stand is a woman that acts like a, a gay guy all the time. An example of this, I don't want to say any names, but I think you guys know what I mean. She's always, yes, Miss Thing, and snapping her fingers and, like just extra flamboyant. And it's because she has a lot of gay friends and stuff.
What she be doing?
She just be, yes, Miss Thing, catch it, bitch, and what's the tea, and everything, up, boop, 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 just, and it's like, most women don't just naturally act like that,
Yes,
It's
like
like,
all yes, girl. Yes, because Miss Girl.
yes,
Oh,
Miss Girl, yes,
yes, Miss Girl. Yes, Miss Girl.
it's like
All
be a lady,
the way. Right.
like even though I'm sitting here chowing down on this chicken, it's not offensive to anyone.
No. And
It's
if it is, eat that chicken wing.
it's a thigh.
Look, honey, actually made me some chicken strips, so I've been like nibbling on them.
Well, one day I'm gonna perform for y'all right here live on this camera. I'm gonna turn it around and bust it wide open.
All right,
One
give
day.
us a little snippet.
Right now,
Like, when you finish, like no rush.
I might get y'all a little snippet.
Yeah, because I mean, we'll be here. We'll be here. Where we gotta go? When this chill
Because
spot.
I'm not doing what's tomorrow, Sunday. Oh, I do have something to do. I'm tired already.
Adult childs. Okay. Crystal, I would love to work with you on different projects. The doll.
Okay, dog. Well, you can definitely connect with me on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter under Crystal Beverly. That's Crystal with a K. And obviously, you can connect with me live um, at beautyby10.com.
And that is true. Okay, who else said something? Jessica said, thank you both for coming on the panel. This was a great conversation. She also says that would be amazing, the doll. Thank you for your support, beautiful. Yes, honey.
Of course.
Yes. If I was in Atlanta, girl, it would have been no tea, no shade.
Girl,
Like, bitch, no tea, no shade, bitch.
I'm already knowing.
Where's my look? I got my little bag over there in a corner. Honey, some. Were you with your plan on traveling somewhere? Not at the moment. Not at the moment. Not at the moment, child. But yeah,
Um,
so let me ask you this. Any okay, so for anybody that's looking at this live,
mhm.
and they say, well, why do I want your foundation? What would
Well,
you
for
tell
one, my foundation is good for your skin. It's enriched with vitamin E, aloe, and it has, as I said, it's vegan free. It's very moisturizing, and it has a wide array of colors. It's also full coverage, honey, so you get full coverage contents. Um,
full coverage?
Honey, it also smells fabulous. It has a smooth texture. Even if you get the matte finish, it still moisturizes your skin as opposed to drying it out. And of course, when you have a spray finish, it's you leave you dewy any old ways if you know what you're doing. Um, shall I tell you more, or is that enough free zones?
Okay. I'm actually actually over here trying to bring Beauty by 10 up.
Let's see.
Beauty by 10. My love. Yes.
And just so you guys know, no, seriously, on a serious note, though, I did just start my cosmetic line last year, so it's constantly developing. I'm constantly adding new things to the line, new shades of products that I already have, excuse me. Um, and I'm getting ready. I really don't know what I'm waiting for, but I want to launch this thing. Is that what's that? Oh, that's Instagram.
Yeah, that's Instagram. For
Uh,
everybody, you can definitely follow her beauty underscore by underscore 10 to get your products.
yes,
And that's just the way it's gonna go.
that's just that.
So there's a bigger picture. So you guys can go there, go on the site. Order your products and get your feel on. Okay.
Mhm.
Get your feel. Ain't nothing wrong with getting a feel, is it?
It's definitely not nothing wrong with getting a feel,
Get your
getting you a taste. My best sellers are my liquid matte lipsticks and my lip glosses. So you definitely want to take a look at those.
I
Um,
want a nude. You know what I'm saying? Like a cute little nude. You know what I'm saying? With a little gloss on top.
with or without pink tint.
Oh, I would say with the pink. You know, like that juicy pink lip.
Like something like this.
Yes, that's me. That's me. That's me.
You like I just picked it up like something like this.
Right. Yeah.
Let
That's
me
me.
see. Are you sure? I'm
Yes.
not done. You know I do not get on camera when I don't have no face on.
Oh, you listen, sis. You know you good. You know you good.
Okay, let me see.
Okay.
Is that too pink?
Oh
That's
no.
kind of pink.
Everything. Mm.
Just
Give
give
me
it a
my
little.
do it.
And then when you have a color like
Mhm.
this, like for me, like you're a little lighter than me. You're not light skinned, but you're a little lighter than me, right? And so if you're not sure
Skin
about
to
it,
the sun.
just blush your lips with it. Because if I put this on heavy, it's gonna be pinker. Let me show you. And this is a liquid matte lip.
Girl,
If
send me
you,
my stuff so I can. Honey. This man got the TV up.
my face
Honey.
not contoured or nothing, honey.
And you still eating. Period. Let me text this dude. Like, dude, you got that damn TV up all loud.
This is kind of cute.
I love it. That's my color, sis. You gotta send that to me.
But this is your color. I would have to tone her down a little bit because she giving me too much.
Just a little.
So I'm gonna take a little bit of my chocolate kiss number 111. That one was this is 118.
Mm-hmm.
118. If you go on Beauty by 10 and you look at the liquid matte lips, look for number 118 because I can't think of the name offhand. And this one is Chocolate Kiss number 111. And I'm gonna take my Chocolate Kiss. This is also a liquid matte lipstick.
Mm.
And I'm gonna put it around the edge. Someone's on the site right now.
Me.
Period. I'm gonna take this brown chocolate kiss liquid matte and put it around the edges
All right.
and tone her. See how I tone her down?
Oh, yes. Yes. You know, I really have to get it. Okay,
Now,
so what you tell me to look for? Oh, lips.
lips, go to lips. And you see how it drops down?
Mm-hmm.
Liquid matte lips.
Okay, so which one was I looking for at the liquid matte?
Number 118.
118.
Yeah, that's the one. What's the name of it? Is it? It's not lovely. Wait, 118. It's not lovely. It's not Barbie pink. It is. You see it, don't you? It is.
Candy.
Wait, no, it's sorority girl.
No, it's candy. 118 is candy.
Candy.
Yeah.
I
Look.
guess. I was
Look.
wrong. I need to get my shit together.
Yes.
It's so I have 40. I have like I have 33 shades of liquid matte.
Sorority girl is 121.
121 is already. It's a pinkish color.
I'm thinking I want sorority girl.
It's really cute.
Yeah, that's the one that I want. I think you showed me. I think I've seen that one before, but I definitely want
So I'm
that.
gonna take this. I don't know how to work this camera. Can y'all see that? Let me see. Can y'all see the shimmer? Where's my brush? Cause y'all can't see in the cap. Let me just put a bunch of it on there. And I mean a bunch of it. So y'all can see the beauty. Okay, now I know y'all can see that.
Yes. And Barbie Girl is 125.
Woo! Yeah, Barbie girl.
125.
Now Barbie girl is like pinker, much pinker.
I love Barbie Girl. I think I'm gonna do Barbie Girl and Sorority Girl.
Okay, y'all ready for this?
Let's do it.
So this is my Penny Shine highlighter, number 102. Yes. And if you go under face and look for highlighter, you can find Penny Shine. You can also find Penny Shine under eyes because it can also be used as an eyeshadow. And it is a paint dust. You see how, look at that, y'all. Do y'all see that?
Yes.
Oh. And I could take it and just dust it all over my face and all over my titties. Y'all see that? Y'all see the fairy dust? I feel like Tinkerbell. And you take it and put it on your face, and you put it on your nose, and you put it on your lip, and you put it right on the edge of your brim of your nose, and you just be glowing, and you just be a bronze goddess, a eunuch. Yeah,
Yes.
I am your fairy godmother, darling.
Yes.
And so obviously, I'm only doing the dramatics for the camera. You don't need to use this much, not at all. You really only want to put a little bit, but I'm just kind of having fun with you guys right now and putting a whole lot.
Yes. You can have never have too much.
I mean, you really, I mean, look at that.
Yes.
You really can't have too much.
I'm glad there's no animals in that. You know what I mean?
And then everything, and the glitter dust, and the foundations, and the even the pencils.
Oh, whoa. I think we just had a disconnection. All right, guys. I want to thank you all for coming out to the Goddess Show. Hopefully, you guys got something from this. Shout out to the supporters that supported in the pre gaming before this live. We got our praise and worship on. We definitely had a wonderful time. I know I did. Um, but definitely, guys, thank y'all for rocking with the girl. Thank you for supporting. And please like, share, subscribe. And shout out to our mods um, that work tremendously freaking hard. Um, Please check out Beauty by 10. Crystal is an amazing woman, great businesswoman, great products, animal cruelty free. I can't wait till I get mine because y'all gonna know it. Y'all are gonna know it because I'm gonna be like, it's time to unbox my stuff. Absolutely. Yes. So what else should we talk about? And have a great night, you guys. And let me see if there's anything online that I want to dabble in right quick. Let's see who's on Instagram. Mm, Anybody worth getting on? Let's see. Mm, nope, not tonight. Yep, not tonight. Nobody's really on. I think everybody's out of the club, like working it up. But yes, shout out to our mods, Jessica and Sonia. What was I going to say? What was I going to say? What was I going to say? I was about to say we gotta go. You ain't gotta go. I mean, you ain't gotta go home, but you gotta ease it on up out of here. I love you. Until next time.